Welcome back to More Sip the Tally. I'm your host, Coach Evans. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Kyren Williams. Now, Kyren Williams has shaken things up in LA. And let's kind of go back a little bit. With the emergence of Kyren Williams, that made it okay for them to trade Cam Akers. Cam Akers eventually went on to different teams. And, unfortunately for Cam Akers, he suffered another season ending injury. So he's out for the rest of this season. But with the emergence of Kyren Williams, they were able to trade him and move on for Cam Akers. And right after that trade, Kyren himself got hurt. But since he's returned, he really put on a show Sunday. Had over 200 plus yards from scrimmage. Had 143 rushing. Had 61 passing, or receiving rather, with a total of 204 yards from scrimmage versus the Cardinals Sunday. So what I'm going to do here today is talk to you, just show you, not necessarily talk to you. I'm going to talk through it a little bit, show you about 5 plays from that game and just show you what he brought to the table and what he brings to the table in the Rams game, because this is probably one of the better offensive games the Rams have put on tape in the 2023 season. And we know the Rams have the dynamic playmaker Cooper Kupp, the emergence of Puka Nacua, but what they did featuring Kyren Williams, it goes against the grain for what they normally do. And if they can get, the run game going and do different things with Kyren Williams, they're going to be a more dangerous team. Now, it may be too late in the season for them to make noise, but offensively, they can kind of get back on track and be what Sean McVay usually is, or look more like a Sean McVay type team. But here we go. And you can get some rushing and passing. And again, and everything that McVay does when they were good was based off outside zone. And so here you're gonna get an outside zone fake. Get the fake outside zone, which is where's their bread and butter. You're gonna look like you're getting something down the field, which is the secondary action off of their outside zone. Now you get a screen. So now you got you get 3 linemen. You get this guy that's trying to kill the rat, and you got 3 guys out in front of Kyren to block. You got Cooper Kupp down here blocking. I think you got Tutu Atwell that is down there blocking. You got a guy you got one of your best playmakers in space. In space, which is the name of the game in any football, not just the NFL. Get your playmakers in space. Good balance. Did a good job on the screen. But again, you got all of the elements in a Sean McVay type play right here. Fake stretch, play action, drop the screen off. And you got a playmaker in space. And he does what he needs to do once he got it. Get yards. Let's go to the next. Something similar. Again, something similar. And you're going to end up, it's going to look eerie similar to the last play. But it worked the first time. Let's kind of go back to it again. Just going to drop the screen off to the left. And again, you got a playmaker in space with 3 O linemen out in front of him. This time you got, I think this is Kyren. Correct me if I'm wrong. Down there blocking. You got a playmaker in space in the red zone. This guy get flatlined. I think that's Buda Baker by 2 linemen. Touchdown. Yeah, it worked. It worked the previous play. Go back to it. He caught on a heavy blitz, which was good. Caught on a heavy blitz. I ain't mad at it. Let's go to the third. Now you're going to get him in the run game. Just straight. It's either duo or inside zone. Sometimes it's difficult for me to decipher. But I like the double team by the guard and the tackle. And take care of this first level threat right here. And just let him read it. Good job. And I love the way the Rams do this. They do this with Puka now, and they also do it with Cooper Kupp. They take this guy and fold him in to get up to the next level. Watch it. He gonna fold inside the tight end, so you get that out. You get that right there, and they're gonna combo up to that, and then you get a one-on-one with the linebacker I'm talking with the safety and the receiver. And if you got a receiver that don't mind blocking, you got a head on a hat and look at it. Look what it creates. Look what it creates. Your tight end got that sealed off. Your receiver got that sealed off. Look at the alley it creates. Love it. Love it. Stiff arm. About a 24-yard gain. Something to that nature. Love the play design. Love the patience. And then he just hit that thing. So he presses it here, which keeps that guy sitting right there. And if he shoots out here fast, he gonna get over top, and the lineman won't have a chance to get there. But the fact that he presses that hole, allows 69 to get to that guy. Then he jump cuts and sets it up perfectly. Now he just uses his speed. Outruns that dude. Outruns 24. Pie faces 51. And guess what he can get? And when I say pie face, I mean stiff arm, just in case you didn't notice. Play 4. Back in the passing game. Play action again. Oh, no, that's the run. I'm sorry. My bad. The run. Look at the footwork. Look at the footwork. There's a reason I chose this angle. And it has nothing to do with the Rams. But let's talk about the Rams first. Outside zone. But this time with the outside zone, watch Cooper. I remember I talked about them using the receivers. Watch Cooper Kupp fold up in there and go get somebody. Cooper Kupp's folding up in there to pick up the first thing that show up. Which he did. And again, they use their receivers in a blocking scheme, which I really like. And their receivers don't mind blocking. They don't mind blocking. But look at the cuts from Kyren. See, like this little kick out, he's going to fold up in there. Then he's going to fold right back out. Just watching in slow motion. Jump cut. Jump cut again. Now, just squeeze through it. He got skinny. Now, at this point, one-on-one with the safety. Now you just got to be a back and outrun him. Just be a back and outrun him. Now, this is why I put this on here. He destroyed the angle on this dude, made him look bad. So he has a running start. This dude has to just turn around and be still. This son gun right here can pick him up and put him down. Because he stumbles again. Whoever that is can pick him up and put him down. Watch him close that gap. I just had to put that angle on there because he can pick him up and put him down. That's the only reason they're up there. And then this is back in the run game. I love the way they use this. And all this is a bunch of pick plays. He going to set a pick. He going to set a pick. He going to set a pick. And basically, Kyren just going to run through all these picks and catch the ball in the flats. Because if I'm not mistaken, he is responsible for Kyren, or he is. And that basically all these guys are going to set picks. Kyren's going to run through this trash and get this touchdown. See, look, Cooper Kupp ain't really trying to do that. He really setting the pick, and Puka just running them off. That's it. And that's all they needed. All they needed was that little leverage. Got a good throw, good hands catch, touchdown. And this is a cultivation of 204 yards, 2 touchdowns, both of them in the passing game. Even though he had 141 yards rushing, he didn't get a rushing touchdown. And honestly, they had some other big games from other backs too. So this really should be a crowning of what their O-line did too, because their O-line was just masterful in this game, not just with Kyren had the ball. So shout out to Kyren Williams for coming back and just having a great day, 200 plus yards from scrimmage, and really just wanted to highlight the day he had and let people know that he's one of the reasons that make Sean McVay's offense do what it does. So having him back, their offense will start to look better. Cooper Kupp is getting healthier. Puka Nacua, his emergence has really surprised a lot of people, myself included. I thought he was a system guy. I thought he'd fade away when Cooper Kupp came back. That has not necessarily been the case. He hasn't put up those crazy numbers like he did, but Puka's a really good player. And it may be too late in the season for the Rams to make some noise, but maybe they can build on some stuff for next year. So shout out to Kyren Williams and his 200 plus yards versus the Arizona Cardinals. And I appreciate you guys for coming through. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And if you don't mind, if you like the video, like the video. And if you really like it, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified when the rest of this content drops throughout the 2023 season. So I appreciate you guys for coming out, and I'll see you soon. Peace.